Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Metal Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that Fidelity published a new research explaining why investors should consider Bitcoin. So let's get here in the details. Then we have the housing industry urges Powell to stop raising interest rates. And let's talk about the possibilities. What could happen at the next FOMC meeting. And the third news is all about that Jim Cramer saying now that the Bitcoin price is going to go down, which is, many times funny because many times the opposite is happening, what Jim Cramer is saying. So let's talk about that as well. So guys, all this in today's video. So every single day, I'm making you these fresh videos, short videos, longer videos to keep you up to date in crypto, in blockchain. So if that's important for you, then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel. And don't forget, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit the like button, highly appreciated. And now let's start today's episode. Well, how now the prices look like? Bitcoin is down 2.3% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is down 2.2%. So that makes Bitcoin $27,050, while Ethereum $1,557 US. When we're looking at the top gainers, not big ones for sure. Render up with about 1.8%. Leo 1.5. Okay, that's not even important. Losers, yeah. Cosmos down 7%, Tezos down 6%, Ocean Protocol down 5%. So yeah, more down than up at the moment. When we're looking at here the Bitcoin candlestick chart, well, look at this. We can see this candle, what is forming today. And today, first of all, we have crossed this 27,300-ish, support level. It doesn't mean we closed under it, right? We just crossed it, so we can close above it. Yeah, it many times happening. You cross your support or resistance line, and then it comes back. And then look, we have this other trend line here, and we just went under it right now when I'm making this video. So this is here what I'm watching, because if you're going to break this one, then easily the next one we're going to witness is here 26,300. So this is what I'm watching right now. Not major moves, to be honest with you, but something in this is sideways movement. What we're doing here since the 17th of August. Okay, and now let's move on to the first topic. And the first topic is all about that Fidelity has published a new research explaining why investors should consider Bitcoin. And now let's get into the details. So there is a massive change going on when it comes to Bitcoin and professional investors, because now the situation is totally different what it used to be a couple of years ago. Now the big guys also considering the idea, and now we have here, for example, Fidelity actually saying that Bitcoin investment, it could be a great thing, and telling investors to consider the idea to invest in Bitcoin. So Fidelity is the third largest asset manager in the world, with managing about 4.5 trillion US dollar in assets. They have 43 million investors who trust Fidelity. And here are the 10 key points published here on X, on the Documenting Bitcoin account. Look, so first of all, why investors need to consider Bitcoin separated from other digital assets. So really saying that Bitcoin is totally different than any other digital asset. But also putting in context with some other assets. So first of all, Fidelity finds Bitcoin is the best money, saying that in the report, here as you can see, Bitcoin clearly possesses a lot of good qualities of money, combining the scarcity and durability of gold with an ease of use, storage, and transportability of fiat. And here you can see the plus minuses, fiat currency, Bitcoin, and gold. Okay, then Fidelity explains the virtuous cycle of Bitcoin. So this Bitcoin network competition is likely to result in a winner-take-all scenario as the network grows and becomes more valuable. So more users, more hodlers, higher demand, higher price leads to more miners, more, higher security, more activity, and then the circle continues and goes on and on and on. Can push up the interest in Bitcoin and also the price of it. So Fidelity compares Bitcoin to the wheel. The invention of the wheel represents an entirely new technology that once invented could never be reinvented. Similarly, never is human history had the problem of peer-to-peer electronic cash being solved until Bitcoin. So this is also major. Then Fidelity is amazed Bitcoin survived. Every minute, hour, day, and year that Bitcoin survives increases its chance of continuing in the future. People would probably underestimate all of the negative events that Bitcoin has already endured. 6. Fidelity provides hard numerical data showing how secure Bitcoin is compared to other coins. So in terms of sheer computational power required to alter the network's consensus, Bitcoin far exceeds any remaining proof of work competitors. 7. Fidelity compares Bitcoin to Internet. The Internet Protocol suite known as TCP/IP is an open source based layer application on the top of which to be built. Owning Bitcoin would be akin to being able to own the base layer of the internet. Very interesting comparison. Then we have 8. Fidelity writes, Bitcoin continues to dominate the market capitalization of all competing currency tokens. So when we're looking at the market cap of Bitcoin, it's clearly the leader, the second one in the row. It's coming, Ethereum, for example. But when we're looking at here, the other competitors, the kind of Bitcoin copies, Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Gold and so on and so forth, they cannot really compete with the real Bitcoin. And Fidelity agrees Bitcoin is useful, so it appears at this point that Bitcoin has found a role in digital asset economy ecosystem as a scarce store of value asset at the very least. And 10, finally, Fidelity concludes Bitcoin should be considered first and separate from all other digital assets that have followed it. So very important. As Michael Saylor would say, there is no second best. It is definitely the Bitcoin. So in this report, which Fidelity published, saying a lot of good things about Bitcoin, and this goes out to the clients of Fidelity. You can find it obviously on the internet. And all these things, when the big guys saying these kind of things, will make investors think about it, and some of them will make their moves, and more people invest in Bitcoin, the bigger it gets. And for example, when you're looking at the value of Bitcoin, look, this is here an example. So if you think back on houses, people said that, well, the value of houses doubled between 2020 and 2022. However, it did not double in intrinsic value. Rather, the fiat currency they are denominated in become worth less. Basically, it inflated. So when we look at the prices in Bitcoin of real estate, then you could buy a real estate for 125 Bitcoin back in 2017, buying the same real estate in 2022 for 20 Bitcoin. It clearly shows that Bitcoin's intrinsic value has really increased since. Why, houses not that much, because the fiat value, the fiat we measure basically the value of property went down. Okay. Second topic I would like to mention is all about that housing industry urges Powell to stop raising interest rates. So now the begging has started that the Fed shouldn't really continue. What are they doing right now? Because there is, trouble in the economy. Housing industry urges Powell to stop raising interest rates or risk an economic hard landing. Here, the National Association of Home Builders, the Mortgage Banker Association, and the National Association of Realtors wrote to the Fed to convey profound concern about the industry. The groups asked the Fed to not contemplate further rate hikes and not to actively sell its holdings of mortgage securities, because they are worrying that if the Fed going to continue like this, there will be a major crash. Further, we have here Atlanta Fed Bank President Ralph Bostic on Tuesday said that U.S. Central Bank need not raise borrowing costs any further and sees no recession ahead when even as the Fed's rate hikes so far slow the economy and bring down inflation, saying that I actually don't think we need to increase rate anymore to get too high inflation back down to Fed's 2% goal, Bostic told the American Bankers Association. So he's confident that the job is done and everything would be okay. And when we're looking at now, what's the forecast for the next FOMC, sorry, FOMC meeting, which is going to be here on the 1st of November, at least the press conference. And it looks like now that 86% is saying that probably they will not increase the interest rate, and just 13% is saying there will be an interest rate increase. So this is it's really changing. So this is now the new one. Well, we're going to see it. Does the Fed continues or doesn't? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Okay. Third news. The third news is about that Jim Cramer is saying now that Bitcoin is going down, and many investors think if he's saying that, then the opposite is going to happen. Interestingly, when we're looking at what Jim Cramer is usually saying, what's going to happen on the market, the opposite is happening. And because now he again strongly said that Bitcoin is going down, many investors think about the Jim Cramer indicator, and whatever he's saying, they vote for the opposite. So if he's saying it's going down, they're saying going up, and vice versa. And he's saying now that a lot of people who watched us are searching for ways not to lose money, but to make money. I can't go out with gold because gold is not good. I can't go out with Bitcoin because Mr. Bitcoin is about to go down big. This is what he's saying. Gold is not good and Bitcoin is not good. And Cramer's comments came in response to a billionaire investor, Paul Tudor Jones, expressing his confidence in Bitcoin during Tuesday appearance on CNBC. Despite growing concerns over looming Federal Reserve rate hikes and increasing geopolitical unrest, Jones maintains that Bitcoin, alongside gold, continues to be a reliable hedge, saying totally opposite. So what do you think about? Is Paul Tudor Jones right, or is Jim Cramer right this time? So you can let me know in the comment sections. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I bring you this fresh cryptocurrency blockchain related videos to keep you up to date. So if that's important for you, very simple, subscribe, bell button, that's what you have to do, and then you will get the notifications as soon as a new video is out. And also hit the like button if you like this kind of content that I'm creating here every single day. See you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.